Hello, new watch, therefore time for a new video. There is actually one watch that I also recently acquired that I will make a video for soon, but it's actually not even announced yet, so we're gonna have to stick with this for now. And this is actually quite a nice watch. I got this as a late 30th birthday gift from my brother. And this is then the Citizen Tsuyosa champagne slash beige dial. It's a 40 millimeter watch. I think we should be around 10, 11 millimeters thick. I think lug to lug we're talking 45-ish. So for a 40 millimeter watch, it wears rather small. I would say for dial only watches like this, and especially integrated watches, I try to go for like a smaller size, but I think this actually works okay. I'm gonna put this on my wrist so you can see a bit better. Currently I'm wearing the Seamaster on the mesh. We'll make a video about this eventually. I made like a quick first impressions video a while ago, but let's get this on. And for not being a hugely expensive watch, I mean all watches are expensive in one way or another because we actually don't need them. This is a really nice feeling watch. I love the fit. It's on the larger side, but hey, that's okay. My wrist is 16.5 centimeters or 6.5 inches, I believe. And we got like this sort of, I don't know, president style bracelet. Very small clasp, which is always nice. It's a stamped clasp, so nothing fancy there. We got 3 points of micro adjustment, and I believe the links are hollow. It's quite a light and readily experience, but there's a certain sort of charm to that. And this is utilizing Citizen's sort of entry-level automatic movement, the Miyota 8000 something, I think. Nothing crazy in terms of accuracy. I think it's plus minus 10 seconds, which is honestly quite a bit better than most entry-level Seikos. And in general, I've had really good experiences with these Miyota movements. For the price, I would say that they're among the best you can get. Talking finishing, the top of the case is vertically brushed. The bezel is high polish, so are the flanks. We got a recessed unsigned crown. Not super easy to wind or operate. We got a Cyclops. I could take it or leave it. It doesn't bother me that much. It doesn't really help that much either, but on the occasion when you're looking from the right angle, I guess the date does look a bit more easier to read. We've got an open case back displaying the movement. I think it's fun that they do like this gold tone on their movements, but in terms of finishing, it's like nothing special. If this is your first watch and you want to be able to see the movement, I think it's a clear bonus. And the dial, this is the thing that I really like. I think it's a very tasteful tone of beige. So I would say it's a pretty flat dial, but it's quite shiny. There's some amount of sunburst on there. And the hands and the indices are actually in like gold color. which I think gives this a bit of an elevated look. And yeah, this is, I hate to use such like comparing watches, because I feel like comparing watches are like, you can't really compare watches. Each watch is kind of its own thing. But this is very much feeling like kind of a Datejust on a budget, while being its own thing. It's integrated, etc. But if you put a Rolex OP and a Datejust and combine the two, I think this is kind of what you would get. And I really like this. I think for the money, it's probably one of the best things you can get. I would take this over a PRX any day of the week. I think it's more interesting. It's a bit more shiny, or like kind of catches your eye a bit more. If you want something more subtle or yeah, subtle, casual, maybe you go for the PRX. But this is actually really great. I don't think I have that much more to say about this. I will be posting the video about my unannounced watch as soon as I'm able to. I've got a lot of things to say about that. It's from Micro Brand. And I will also be posting my full review of my Omega, which I've really enjoyed thus far. And I have been thinking about making sort of like a watch collecting retrospective video where I go through watches I've owned, sold, traded, currently owning, and sort of where I see the collection going the next year or two. So yeah, thanks for watching. Any questions, comments, then drop those and I will try to answer them. So see ya.